If you're a gay man and you've ever felt totally fine, and then one unread message flips your whole nervous system, this video is for you. Because a lot of us think the problem is that we're needy, or dramatic, or too much. But what if the problem is simpler than that? What if your brain is doing exactly what it was trained to do? And what if the fix isn't begging people to act right? What if the fix is understanding the system you're living in and then choosing better moves? Let's talk about the gay man's psyche. Not in a let's blame our childhood way, in a real way. Here's the first piece. Gay men carry an extra layer of stress that a lot of straight people don't even have to think about. There's a real framework for this in psychology called minority stress. And the basic idea is this. When you grow up as a minority in a majority world, you deal with pressure that doesn't always look like an obvious insult. Some of it is overt, sure, but a lot of it is internal. You start expecting rejection. You start scanning for threat. You start editing yourself. You start learning which parts of you are safe to show. And even if you're out, even if you're confident, even if you're successful, your nervous system can still be trained around this silent question. Am I about to be rejected? That question becomes background noise. And when something happens that confirms it, like being ignored, the volume goes up. So when a guy leaves you undelivered all day, it's not just annoying. It can hit deeper than the moment deserves. Because it touches the old wiring. It touches the part that goes, yep, I knew it, here it is again. Now add modern gay dating to that. Let's keep it real. A lot of gay men don't date, we audition, we present, we perform, we try to be the version that won't get dropped. And that shows up as being chill when you're not chill. Over-explaining, double texting, trying to get clarity from someone who is not built to give it. You're not chasing love, you're chasing regulation, you're trying to calm the nervous system, and then you look back at your own behavior and you're like, why did I send that paragraph? I'm better than that. But you're not crazy, you're not weak, you're just in a loop. Now let's talk about apps, because apps turn this whole thing into gasoline. Most gay men understand this intuitively, but it helps to name it. Apps run on variable reward. That means you don't know when you're going to get the hit. You might open it and get nothing. You might open it and get attention. So your brain learns to check again and again and again. That's not romance, that's conditioning. And when you mix variable reward with a nervous system that already expects rejection, it becomes a perfect storm. Because now attention becomes currency, and silence feels like a verdict. So you start measuring your value by response time, by who taps, by who ghosts, by who views and doesn't reply. And you can pretend it doesn't affect you, but your body knows. Now here's the part people don't love to say out loud, but I'm going to say it clean. Gay male culture can be brutal about status, looks, age, race, money, masculinity, and apps magnify it because everything becomes a fast evaluation. It's like you're being judged in half a second, all day long. And research shows dating app use is often linked with negative effects on body image and also negative impacts on mental health and well-being for many users. That doesn't mean apps are evil. It means if you're using them while you're already stressed, they can make you worse. They can make you feel like you're not enough. They can make you hyper-focused on appearance. They can make you chase validation instead of connection. And if you've ever felt mentally drained after scrolling, that's not you being dramatic. That's your nervous system processing micro-rejection and comparison over and over. Now let's talk about loneliness, because this one is sneaky. A lot of gay men are surrounded by people, surrounded by options, and still feel lonely, because attention isn't intimacy, access isn't safety, sex isn't automatically connection. And research shows loneliness is very common among gay, bisexual, and other men who have sex with men in community samples. So when you feel lonely, it doesn't mean you're failing. It means you're human in a system that doesn't always provide real belonging. Now I'm going to switch from why this happens to what you do about it. Because the goal isn't to understand your patterns so you can excuse them. The goal is to understand your patterns so you can change your moves. Here are the rules I use. Rule 1. Consistency is the price of access. If someone is inconsistent, if they make you feel confused, if you feel like you're guessing, you don't negotiate for basic respect. You step back. not as punishment, as protection. Rule 2. No paragraphs to people who don't show up. If a guy can't open a text, he's not going to read your explanation of how you feel. All you're doing is giving him more material to ignore. Rule 3. Silence is a strategy. Most of the time, the cleanest boundary is no extra words. A lot of gay men think closure comes from getting the other person to admit something. It doesn't. Closure comes from you deciding, and then living like you decided. Rule 4. Stop using apps like a mirror. Use them like a tool. If the app starts deciding your mood, your day, your self-esteem, you need a new relationship with it. Mute notifications. Set a time limit. Delete it for a week. It's not dramatic. It's smart. Rule 5. Build real connection dosage. This is the part people skip. You can't starve yourself of real connection and then wonder why one stranger's attention feels like oxygen. You need 1 or 2 real humans in your life who don't make you audition. And that might be a friend, a cousin, a brother, a therapist, a gym buddy, whatever. But you need a place where you are not being graded. Because when you have that, you stop trying to make random men carry your emotional stability. Now let's land this. If you're a gay man and you've been stuck in the loop of chasing, spiraling, checking, overthinking, comparing, and then feeling ashamed of yourself after, I'm telling you, you're not broken. You're adapted. You adapted to rejection pressure. You adapted to scanning. You adapted to a culture that sometimes treats men like disposable options. And the upgrade is this. You keep your standards. You protect your nervous system. You stop negotiating your worth in real time. And you start choosing consistency like it's the only thing that matters. If you want a part 2, I'll make it. Part 2 is how to stop spiraling when someone goes silent. Because that's the moment where most people lose themselves. And we're done doing that.